for your show, right?
Yeah, and I'm paying for Roots' travel, and now my featured, my headliners hit me up for more money because of travel costs in this country. So I think we're gonna run the anniversary was looking like a nice profitable little endeavor, and I think those profits are gonna be eaten up. I think we're gonna break even for the old. I had to make a counter offer and said, look, this is what I got to do to avoid going out of pocket for this deal. Coltrane with it, it's getting to be Bob Levy numbers. I could have had Levy. You don't think anyone's going to get mad that I had a choice and I went Geno and Keanu versus Levy.
Well, two comedians versus one, technically that's a better deal.
Well, here's the deal. So we were looking good for a while with we had agreed on a number, and ticket sales are going well, and you got the golf tournament, the whole sponsorships are going well, and that's all very nice. It's all very wonderful. And so I was taught, and we had Geno and Keanu booked, and we had Geno and Keanu booked. I'm like, this is looking all right. And I went and so I contacted Levy. I'm like, it would be really cool if you came out and did the anniversary show. We're looking pretty good. And he gave me a number, and I was like, ooh, that's a little steep, but we could do a show in the winter, and we could bring you out and just have a Bob Levy show sometimes. Right. But for like what I'm making extra on this anniversary show, that's a little,
it's going to spread you a little thin, right?
Right. So then Geno and Keanu have this travel thing, and their price starts going up, and I'm trying to get them locked in. And now the number we're at, I'm like, oh shit, that's about Levy numbers right there. My old buddy Bob Levy. That is a state that is just able to govern.
And moved to Florida then? Had a good time on your vacation?
I did, man. I don't know if I could swing living on Clearwater Beach, but maybe
I literally can't handle the temperatures.
Maybe Clearwater proper,
The heat and humidity will kill me in an hour.
Yeah, it's bad.
Hey, everyone. Look at me wearing my Mayor shirt, everyone. My good friend Chrissie Mayr, stop. Why don't I? Sorry, I'm getting into a new routine where I do my jumping rope before the show, which I love. And sometimes maybe I should have the mic on the desk. Maybe the microphone should be on the fucking desk rather than on the floor. Oh, that would be. Johnny Claret writes the best jokes. He's like me. He pisses people off and he does the funniest shit when he's angry. And I can't get enough of that wonderful motherfucker. All right, so yeah, it's almost smartass. It's almost like the microphone's not at my left ankle. Jesus Christ, that's ironically hysterical. I think we all, Geno, Chrissy, Toe, and Levy. That's a crazy crossover. It really. I will say this. I got to tell you, it wasn't a laptop mic, my man. It was floor mic. And to quote Homer Simpson, ooh, floor pie. That's what we just had going on. We had floor mic on. So I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I'm not really sorry. Oh my God, I put the fan on the Kiki soundboard. So let's get the fan on me. And I'm sorry if I could not resist. I had to. I'm going to unplug Keanu's thing since she's not here. Chrissy's like, I love this. I love that I'm so comfy with you motherfuckers. I'm like, yeah, Chrissy, get here at 3:15 because Daddy's got his housekeeping to do. I guess I'll put a fucking headband on. But yeah, so many gigs coming up. I got this is one thing I'll never. And then we'll talk about the. I gotta pick Chrissy's brain. Obviously, Chrissy's gonna come on and we're gonna chat about the fucking great September we've got lined up for Content House. That's very fucking exciting. Me, Chrissy, and Anthony will be doing a show over the weekend. Dave Landau is coming out. Can't wait to reconnect with him. We chat all the time. He's always saying, "Come when you're in Austin, come do the excuse me, Dallas." But he's like, "Come do the show anytime." But stupid never fucking leaves. I never do leave until it's time to fucking leave. And then it's like, all right, well, let's see what the fuck's going on. But really looking forward to that. But I'll never shut up, Geno. I'll never fucking get used to fucking the easy schedule I have. Like, if I don't have a lot of gigs lined up, I just fucking shut down and be like, oh, they figured it out. I've been doing this like whenever January and fucking summer hits, things are slow, and then they blow up, and I'm like, now I'm busy and I didn't do anything while I was off. Why didn't you do anything while you were off? Because I knew they figured me out, and I was done. It was insane. Hey, welcome if you're on YouTube. I do want to, and I want to pick Chrissie's brain. Like, I will say this about the toe thing, and shout out to my boy Toe. Like, I want to address that. Yeah, like we never hammered down a number. The number we hammered down was what I did the first show for, plus 500. But then when we had to juggle all the airfare and didn't know it was good, and I'm not blaming Toe. Like, I met him halfway. I love the guy. There's no, and it's not negotiating when I've already purchased the tickets. I'm not a good negotiator. It's not negotiating when I'm like, look, these are the tickets. This is what I paid. Call it this, and can you make us whole? And he's like, I can't make you whole. I can give you this. I'm like, okay, then. Yeah, I mean, and of course, when I heard he was like talking about it on air, I'm like, what? And then I'm like, no, he said exactly what I would think he would say. But the other thing, yeah, thank you, Stephen Bravo. The other thing I noticed, I have to stop, and I've gotten a lot better. I have to stop even trying to dabble. And even when I don't think I'm trying to dabble, I'm dabbling. Like it's so obvious. Look, and you know my thoughts on this. Like, I'm a libertarian. I'm kidding, but I love when people say that. I love when people say that. And me and Kiana go back and forth with this shit. We do. He do. Hey, Steven, look at those eyes on Steven. We do go back and forth on this shit, but I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer you take responsibility for your actions. I never said what Aaron did wasn't revenge porn. I didn't. But as I've said many times at a different desk, and I missed that, we should have taken that desk. When I was sleeping in the dumpster about a year ago today, by the way, the 3-year anniversary of my new jaw was the 1-year anniversary of the last day of Compound Media. I'm a librarian. But as I've said, when I sat at this desk, when I sat at that desk, we're the sum of everything that put us here. And you'll never, and I love that my wife she gets mad when I call her stubborn, but she is, and so am I. And I love that. I don't think she does anymore, but she really got pissed the first time I said she was stubborn. I'm like, why are you getting pissed? I'm stubborn. I think that's a compliment. And you'll never be able to convince me that the three, like I said this a year ago, my boy Aaron is taking responsibility for what he did. He is. He's showing up. Even as recently as whatever, he's showing up. He's like, this is what happened. This is why I got to get out of this shit. But Nick is, in my opinion, I'm not even going to call him, he's delusional. He's so bent on the more, he's more bent on, if I can, the more I fucking drag Toe through the mud, the more I fucking call out Toe for doing this. What? You're not dragging your kids through this shit? What? Your wife didn't knowingly pose for that picture? You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, it's revenge porn. But when it'd be one thing if I didn't have clips from that old desk to stand behind, saying during the lockdown I sent out dick pics, and I always said this. I'm like, if someone shares a dick pic of mine, I think fucking Stacey Pressman shared one of mine once. I don't even care. It's like if someone shares a dick pic of mine, I'm like, yeah, that's my dick. What do you think? I took a picture willy-nilly? I wouldn't be like, well, I got to get to the bottom of this. I've got to find out why someone would do this. Someone would do it because they can. And I don't even think it's that big a deal. Oh, my God. Are you still in town, motherfucker? Hey, Anthony, Kiana's not here. Hey, hold on. Look at this. Hey, Anthony. Your boy didn't do too bad, did he? Your boy didn't do too bad. Anthony, if you're at Sullivan's right now, if you're at Sullivan's right now, this stream will go dead. If you're at Sullivan's right now, stream's going to go dead. And in about an hour, I'm going to try and make you go dead. You know what? Fuck that place. You know what I would do if I were you? I'd cancel my flight, Anthony. That would show them, Ant. You know what I would do? I'd cancel my fucking flight and I'd go to Sullivan's and I'll help you because you're a dummy. You don't know how to use words. I will help you. Write a harshly worded letter. And it's a win-win. And maybe have a drink. That'll show them. Shut up, Sam. Shut up. Doesn't matter. Like, no, look, I will make one prediction about it all. I will. I will. Fucking one of the 4 people is contrite. One of the 4 people is like, look, here we go. Showing up. And the other 3, and this is just me. I'm old school. Ask this fucking idiot. I'm stupid loyal. I am. And I think fucking Nick and his wife and whatever April's doing, who cares? I think what they're doing is disloyal to their kids. I do. I don't know because I don't have any kids. You know, I don't. You know, I don't. But I'm telling you, it can't be good. It can't be good to drag fucking all this shit through the court system. There you go. So anyway, I put a tweet out like, I'm like, hey, when I tried to dabble, just let me know. Let me know your ETA at Sullivan's because it's about 20 minutes. Like if I cab it, and it's probably quicker to Subway. I don't want to get stuck in traffic. One of the best fucking jokes at the fucking Voss roast. I wrote some jokes for him, but one of the best jokes at the Voss roast, Bob and Patrice, was Bonnie moved to America to marry stupid rich. And I think it was Florentine, I believe. I'm trying to get it. It's classic. It's classic. You understand? Because the guy, you know what, Anthony, the jacket probably is covered in AIDS. The jacket is probably soaked in AIDS because Bill probably sweat in it. So here's what you do. Lick the armpit of that jacket and I am positive you're HIV. How hard is that? How hard is that? By the way, Bill Schultz might be here Wednesday. I don't know. Every time I ask Keanu what day she's coming back, it's a day later, Anthony. Is that bad? Is that bad? You could tell me. Is that bad? By the way, great show last night. I was listening to my boy Anthony. Your boy didn't do too bad. I was getting some work done and listened to my boy Ant on WABC. Good shit, good time. Normally I cheat, Anthony. Normally I cheat because I hang with the girl stream Sunday night or something, so I can't listen like I want to. And I cheat, and on Monday I just listened to you on 1.5 speed. 1.5 speed. So, yeah, by the way, Chad is, I know you love Chad so much. And I don't care, I'll have a chat with Anthony while I wait for Chrissy because I like them better. Chad is such an idiot. The other day, he's like, because I don't know if you know this, Anthony. I'm sure you do. Chad, who I'm over. I'm over all the Dabbleverse. They're all pieces of idiocy. He quit doing Cumia's cucks because I'll tell you why he quit doing Cumia's because no one cares anymore. But what Chad says is like, it's so funny how stupid the Dabbleverse makes you. He goes, I'm watching. He's talking to your boy Brennan, and he goes, he's like, yeah, I'm done. He's like, I don't do it. No, because Anthony doesn't matter anymore. And me and Keanu look at each other like, every time they're giving Anthony more and more work. Anthony wishes. Cumia wishes he doesn't matter. He went from 1 hour to 3 hours to nationally syndicated. He's like, yeah, I guess I don't. I mean, he's not putting up Opie numbers. Who the fuck would? Yeah. Pull scam Sam, he's not. Because let me tell you, if he calls the difference between paying the same amount to Levy and me and Keanu is if he gets me and Keanu, he gets fucking my hour and he gets Keanu's set, right? Which, just like Bob Levy, is 30-year-old jokes. Okay? Sorry. I love Bob, but stop it. It's not even a conversation. No biggie to me. No big, just reimburse it, but he's not. Like, I watched the clip, and it was, I thought it was, my boy was giving me a little props there. No, why would I even listen? Why would I even listen to your opinion? You're done. It's over for you, buddy. You know what? I can't. This would, why don't you meet me at Sullivan's and you make your case? Because right now I am team. Anthony, I can't even say it with a straight face. Anthony, right now I am team Chad. I mean, the guy makes a lot of salient points. Oh no, dude, I'm busting balls. I opened with the clip. You probably got here late, my friend. Oh my God. Yeah, which again, and this brings me back to what I said earlier, why I can't dabble, and Chrissie should be here any minute, and we'll fucking go over content. Anthony, by the way, cannot wait for Content House. Cannot wait to do that show with you and the Mayorster. I should put that up while he's here. I'm talking to Ant. Look at this. Oh, look at this, to quote Boom, ladies and gentlemen. If you are around, go away, push-ups, love you, buddy. Look at this. Look at this, people. I'll even make me tinier so you can see the good guy. Look at Anthony and that shock of hair, that handsome motherfucker. Look at that. Okay. First of all, this is a wonderful picture. This is look at Ant. And look, this is, you know what this is? It's like Keanu's taking a picture of the hair on my back. This picture was literally taken. I can tell you exactly when that picture was taken. That picture was taken when did dipshit break my jaw? End of fucking June. That was probably early August 2020. 2022. He broke. That's early. Look at the veins. Handsome motherfucker. At any rate, stand-up comedy, Anthony Cumia, Chrissie Mayr, Geno Biscani, and more. That's Keanu C. Thompson. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be a great fucking show. So many fucking things coming up at the Content House. I cannot wait for that. Look at, and they're all on this page, actually. Look, you got Dave Landau headlining on Thursday with Lila Hart. Look, they're all at the bottom. And you got our boy, who are these podcasts with, once again, Anthony Cumia. That's going to be a great time. So you don't want to miss that, peeps. You don't want to miss that. But Chris, you'll be here to explain that all in a little bit. Can't wait. Who broke your jaw? This is outrageous. I didn't tell you. I got into a bit of a pickle. With our boys. So, whatever happened to that guy? Whatever happened to that fellow? So, at any rate, I wake up today. By the way, I go to check the. I remind me I lost screen share. I just went to check like the tweet I sent, and look, the first thing that comes up is Anthony's tweet. I can't stand it. Look at this. Enjoy your jacket, Mayor. Some homo ruined mine. I love Bill Schultz. I do. That is fucking hysterical. Asurima. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. But yeah, as I was saying, so I come on the Twitter yesterday because I can admit when I'm wrong or stupid or don't know what the hell people are talking about. And I'm like, well, like you said it perfectly, my boy, push-ups. Like, I shouldn't fucking even try the Dabbleverse thing. I shouldn't even touch things because the second you touch them, you're dabbling, I love this headband. By the way, I was doing my taxes, going over some old taxes. And I said, I had to go to my junk headbands. Do you know how much I've spent on headbands in the past fucking 5 years? Yeah. And I literally used it on my taxes last year. I'm like, wardrobe. That's right. Took a couple hundo off for wardrobe because I needed the headband. I did. So I go on the Twitter yesterday and sold you down the river, Geno. What do you do now? It's a cartoon. I don't know what. There you go. Bob Van Patrice. What is this, buddy? Hold on. Let me check. Posting never not fun. Never works when you try and do that. There you go. Look at that. Never not funny. There's our boy. Ant in the jacket. There's the jacket in Happier Times, people. Ooh, look at that. They got the Mott's cheese there. God, classic stuff. Remove. I just like doing this better. What's the tax rate on zero? Anthony, I'm not worried about taxes moving forward because once Mom Donnie takes over, I just walk to the store, I get my free bread. I mean, don't get me wrong, I probably get killed by a Palestinian who thinks I'm gay wearing a headband. But again, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? And by the way, the tax rate on zero. By the way, it certainly wasn't zero the past couple of years, my dear friend. Yes, that's a good question. Will he be doing that for the comedy show? I do not know. I'm sure I don't know. So yeah, this is why I can't dabble, because the article, which I found out about, like, you try not to pay attention. It's like, oh, Geno, you're in this article, and it's like, first of all, they spelled Geno with an I. Why wouldn't you? And secondly, I read it, and it's like, it's by that TV Will Herron guy who I'm embarrassed to say, of course I know TV's Will Herron, because he's a fucking, as they say in the Dabbleverse. Well, I don't know if Brennan's the Dabbleverse, but he's a ball washer. Am I right? He's a Melton. Sue everybody. Would you just cancel? I'm gonna cancel your flight. Cancel your fucking flight. I was gonna. You're not gonna believe this. So Anthony's in town, and I'm like, Saturday night I'll hang with Anthony. I go do one spot, and like then I'll reach out and I'll see if he feels like grabbing a drink, because I don't want to bother the big guy. He's a busy man. Like, I know he wants to get the hotel, play his video games, whatever. And like, if he wants to drink, he'll send a text. But I'm like, you know what? I'll have a couple, I'll do a show. So I do this show with the Three Monkeys. Let that go, Anthony. Three Monkeys. It's a great bargain. And I'm like, then I'm gonna run and see my buddy PJ over at the Comedy Village. But but a buddy of mine comes by and we have a couple drinks with Mother Cabrini and never touches stuff. And then someone's like, we haven't been to Bar 9 in forever. And then I'm obliterated. I almost texted Anthony. He said, hey, why don't you come try and catch up with me? But I didn't want to bother you. But today, wide open. The wife isn't coming back till Wednesday now, apparently. Dude. Get the band back together. Look, Six is here. Six, say hi. Say hi, Aunt. All right, she's asleep. She's busy. Has to be. This can't be. All right. So, just kicking that around. Just putting it out there. I'm not showing the picture again, Bob. Yeah, actually, I will to prove a point. There you go. Yeah, so all I have to do, once everything's free, just have this picture on my front door and wait for the fag haters to kill me. God, I love Rumble. Wait. dude, I will hold on, just making a call to you're a Delta guy. I know you're a Delta guy. Just yeah, by the way, it won't happen. Like Keanu, whenever she flies, I don't know why she doesn't fly Delta. When I buy her ticket, she's on Delta. But every time she gets a flight canceled, she had a fucking United flight canceled. Shut up, Jane 8. You shut up. Yeah. Oh, I put him in the hospital. It's amazing. Without me around, he's having a drink every now and then. It's amazing. Anthony will tell you. Shut up. Anthony will tell you, I would walk in the same way as, even though E-Rock never pointed out Pat Dixon was a lying meth head, the same way I said to Anthony, to quote Pat Dixon, I said, Anthony, either you fire Pat or I'm leaving. And Anthony goes, he's fired, Chief. I always love that one. I love that one because every time Meth Head lied about it, it just made me look like the alpha. He's like, hey, Anthony, remember the time I threatened to sue everybody, unless you fired Pat Dixon? Ugh. Thanks for saying that was a lie, E-Rock, you fat, lazy fuck. Just gave me heart disease. You know what, Anthony? If a broken heart is heart disease, it seems like you just gave it back to me. Okay? How's that, not bad? No? So the same way I would run into Sullivan's and be like, you either fire Pat Dixon or I'm gone. Which, by the way, when Dixon lied about that, when Dixon lied about that, that again made it look like the truth. It's like, well, if I ever gave Anthony an ultimatum, and again, the only time Anthony will back me up, the only time I ever asked Anthony for everything, for anything, the only time, I don't know where she is. Did she text me? The only time I ever asked Anthony for anything, and you could say if I'm lying. Oh, she'll be at 3:30, getting tied up with the baby. Oh, hold on, let me speech to text. Yeah, do not rush. Whatever works for you, baby. Kiss the little bean for me. That's what she calls the kid. What was I gonna say? The only time, oh, that's what it is. The only time I ever asked Anthony for anything, and you can ask him, was when he goes, like you could tell Aaron was on his way out, and we all knew it. Remember the time Aaron goes in and he's like, hey, I'm starting a podcast at Gas Digital, but don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. It's so funny. By the way, watch this. By the way, you can get more. You can get more great stories like this at Spare Me, Anthony Cumia. AnthonyCumia.com. There's chapter 1. Artie. I love when people say, I miss Artie. You fucking miss Artie. Said that. No, EK, bad EK. Yeah. But the only time I ever asked Anthony for anything was Aaron was getting ready to go. And I literally went into Sullivan's. Thanks so much. Anthony, am I, by the way, please, my fucking pleasure. Funny book. I love that chapter 1 is Artie. I thought the book could have been 100 pages, one chapter if it's Artie. But the only time I ever asked you for anything, Anthony, remember I come in and I go, I'm like, you got to get Berg on Joe Rogan. You're like, what? I'm like, he's not going to put up with this much more. Me, Garrett, and Steve were chatting, and he seems to be getting very fed up with the hijinks and shenanigans. And it might be someone that we'll call his wife is not happy with some of the more racy jokes. And you just go, I can't. I'm like, the only thing I do with Rogan is when he reaches out to me about a guest, I give him a yay or nay. I'm like, you gotta get Berg on. But you couldn't. And now what happened? Berg is with another former employee of yours, buddy. He's doing a little thing called Modern Day Man, which, by the way, I'll say it again. Modern Day Man, oh my God. Modern Day Man, like, Modern Day Man, what the fuck? No, this Misery Clips, that is not true. Either pull a retraction or I'm going to ban you. I don't need, my brother doesn't need subs anymore. We don't need liars like you, Misery Clips. Be better. You're in a timeout. I love putting people in timeout because it pisses them off. Here's my favorite line from this book. From what I heard, Pat texted Geno again after the show and wrote something to the effect of, if you don't come to the bar across the street from the studio, apologize or at least explain yourself, I'm going to punch you. Do you want me to sue you for slander? Is this a CNN? Anthony, and I know you put from what I heard. Do you think fucking meth head ever texted that? Please. The only thing he was doing with his hand at that point was beating the shit out of fucking his girl at the time. Portnoy's impression of who? I don't even know that one. Or are you saying Aaron's impression of Portnoy? Oh, the Dave Portnoy impression that I think fucking Eastside did it, right? There you go. I can read at any rate. So yeah, as Anthony, from what I heard of Anthony, otherwise, you know what I would do? Anthony, if you didn't put what I heard, you know what I would do? I threatened to sue you again. Anthony, if you don't fucking cancel that flight, I'm suing you for breach of contract because I have a video that you had to put up, you asshole, saying I was the bottom of your drinking list, fuckhead. It's over, dude. Anthony, I'm suing you. I'm suing you, and then I'm getting free bread, and everything's coming up Geno. You like that? You like that? Yeah, another stuff. I did not invite her in. I will never fucking deny anything in that video because it's just absolute comedy gold. Absolute comedy gold. By the way, more great back and forth like this, my friends. More great back and forth like this, my friends, at the Content House this September. There you go. More great back and forth like this at the Content House this September, and a great comedy show Saturday, September 6th. Anthony Cumia, ladies and gentlemen, author of Spare Me and host of the Sunday night nationally syndicated WABC Anthony Cumia show. For $39.19. I don't know who does the pricing. I don't know. By the way, Doom, are you a woman? I don't mean that in a mean way. I heard you're a woman. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think that's fantastic. I also heard you're 9 people, but it's a pleasure. Pat Dixon did not invite the black woman. Summer Geno, creep boot. Summer Geno. So good. It's good stuff. Snowmobile sandwich bread and 60% moonshine. No idea what that means. I don't know what that means, Grulin, but it's good to have you in here, buddy. It's a goddamn pleasure to have you in here. So anyway, as I was saying about the world. Oh, I got to trim my beard. It gets very white. I mean, you would think I'd like my beard getting very white, but I don't. Just shows my age. So at any rate, where was I as I wait for Chrissie? I don't understand how fucking people want to gum up the court systems with such bullshit. So, that's where I was. So I was saying, and then I went on, I was going to show something on my ex, and then I went on my ex account, and of course the first thing that came up was Anthony saying some homo ruined his jacket. So normally, I don't do a lot on Twitter lately. You know, I just do my, I do my plugs. It is the superior beard. Oh my God. It's amazing that you equate freedom with sitting on a couch in your underwear eating cheese. Legendary. Son of a bitch. Where was I? Yes, thank you. So I don't know if you call it dabbling or not dabbling, but I see the article that I'm mentioned in. Please. Yeah, all the action's on YouTube. Fucking don't mind it all. Don't mind it all. No. 34 chatters over there, 93. No, the real party's in Rumble. Come on, I'm literally going to put it in the chat for you. That's the real party, ladies and gentlemen. There's the real party. Fucking 100 people in here chatting. So I got to be honest, I haven't been using X as much. I'm trying to do more on the InstaFace, whatever. But when I look at the article that's written by TV's Will Heron, who's a Milton ball washer, and it's just got when they say victim Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta? What? Nick Rekieta's the one that fucking I lived it. Yo, Jim in Florida. Jim, make sure you follow Jim on the YouTube. Jim says, what is it? Jim says, I can't remember what he is on YouTube. It says, wait, I'll tell you what it is. Jim, I don't know what it is. Jim talks. Jim says a lot. Jim, hit the gym. Yeah. So anyway, I go on the X and I write, hey, whoever because the Daily Mail, it gets picked up by the Daily Mail. That's where I was. So the first article is written by Will Heron. And it's so slanted, and they call Nick Rekieta a victim, which I'm just like, no one's a victim anymore. We're all fucking grown-ups. We're all, hook me up, K-Murph, hook me up. We're all fucking grown-ups, okay? So I'm like, no one is a fucking victim. Everyone here knows what they did. They know who they are, all that shit. So I'm like, this is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. You sound like I am. I am a Jim Satala ball washer. That I know. Without a doubt. Jim tells you. That's what it is. Jim Satala. Jim tells you. Thank you, Cal Patty. My man. Dago says fuck off. So the TV's Will Heron article calls Nick a victim. Whatever. I can't be bothered. So again, the next article that I see is on the Daily Mail. Some chick writes it. And I retweet it and be like, hey, because I thought that's how the world worked. I thought like if people, and it was like, Geno, I'll never understand how people are like, Geno's chasing clout. No. Nope, I'm not. I'm just trying to keep surviving from day to day, doing what I've done for 50 plus years, just falling ass backwards into the next thing. And I got to tell you, it's been going really well, you know? But I hate people like, oh, he's chasing clout. Why would I want to chase the clout of any of Melton's people? They're fucking idiots. Why would I want to chase the clout of any of Chad's people? Why would I want to chase the clout of anyone that fucking respects Nick Rekieta? Why, man? Like, and I'm not chasing clout for fucking Aaron's viewers. Like, they fucking must like me or fucking follow me. I love, by the way, Freddie from Phoenix. I love that fucking name. I love it. I was talking about that. It's so calm, Freddie from Phoenix. So I think, I'm like, well, you know what I'll do? I says Mabel, I says, I'm like, I'll reach out to the Daily Mail and I'll say, hey, if you want a different perspective of it, why don't you ask me? But they don't. They don't ask me. Fucking, they don't get back to me. But you know who does? I really am. In fact, shout out to Cardiff Electric, who put out a thing like I was going to do I was going to do like the whatever Kramer did on that episode, which was actually a takeoff of that guy. So I go and I put it out there. Watch this. Boom. And my tweets never get interaction. Never get interaction, right? So what do? So here's the fucking okay. So here's the article, right? So the article says Mabel, it says, it goes, I like this video. All right, so, and the article says, disgraced podcaster and DJ is arrested for ludicrous behavior on a nude scandal. Okay, whatever, right? Okay. So I say, why don't I retweet it? And I put, hey, Daily Mail, I just gave you a follow. If you want my take on it, I'm the guest who was sent the picture. And I just think it'll be nice to defend Aaron a little bit and shit on the other three. But aside from that, doesn't matter, because here's my point. I never, I don't sit there bragging. Like, I used to have 10,000 fans on a Twitter account named Geno Bisconti because I had 10 fucking years working in that, doing stand-up touring with Artie. I got a lot of fucking play from that. But, this new account, I don't even know how many people I have on this new account. I have, there you go. Oh, I'm getting there. 9,424 followers. So I checked. It's like 47 people weighing in. And, all of them, I'm not going to lie to you, all of them taking a shit on me. Now, I don't know anything about getting shit on, but I'll tell you, there was a time in this woman's life when she got paid extra for it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm kidding.
Hi. Oh, my God. I was just messaging you that we can see your DMs.
Thank you. Look, I wore my mare. I used to always wear this.
I wear, this is the throwback from Lucy's Laugh Lounge.
Really?
Yes. This was one of Frank's rooms.
Oh my God, I remember. I think I did. Was that like a corner coffee shop?
It was a bar lounge, and the comedy room was in the back.
God, I know I did it, but I just can't. I can't visualize it right now.
It was like two-tier. There was like a balcony that overlooked onto the stage.
No.
High ceilings. Okay, it was a while ago.
Yeah, the Daily Mail Club, Eugene.
But yeah, I don't know what you were hoping to accomplish by reaching out to the Daily Mail.
Obviously, no, and that's exactly what I was saying. I wasn't really hoping to accomplish anything. I don't know how the Twitter world and the gossip world works. So I'll tell you, I was hoping to have 47 text responses shitting on me. But like I said, what I thought, and I'm the first to laugh, and I'm like, well, nothing came of that other than more fucking, dabble hate, which I find hysterical.
Hold on. What, in summation, what did the article say? Just that you were involved with Aaron and his.
Yeah. I won't bring it up, but I'll click on it. It said, it said I was the guest.
Why won't you wait? You don't want to bring it up? You don't want to bring attention to it?
No, I can bring it up. I don't it's like I think they're lying, but they're like, just stop talking about it. I'm like, talking about what? Everything, like, am I wrong? Aaron's owned up to, this is my problem with this. Aaron's owned up to everything. Okay. He's owned up to it. He said that was stupid. He's like, he didn't say, he's not like countersuing for slander. And I know you're tight with Nick, but I think Nick's the biggest piece of shit. One of the biggest piece of shits I've ever encountered in my life.
I'm tight with Nick. I would say we are friendly acquaintances. Like,
watch this. I would say he's the biggest piece, one of the biggest piece of shits I've ever encountered in my life.
I would agree with you to the point where once you have children, and we've said this before on the phone, like once you have kids, sorry, your days of swinging and three-ways and like creative sexual encounters are done. If you got to wait till they're grown and out of your house. Sorry, period. End of story. And the same goes for drugs and drinking in excess. Like you just can't bring that in when there's kids involved. So
yeah, and not only nailed it. Familiar, exactly. Yeah, any publicity is good publicity, Jared. Look, the boss is here. Would you cancel your fucking flight? I'm on Rumble. Hey, faggot, cancel your flight.
Ooh, Rumble. But aren't you also on YouTube? Because I see YouTube.
It's my brother. It's my brother's account. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm this close to changing Gary Biscayne to Max Load since he's blowing up with that. And that's what I said. Getting back to, like, it bothers me.
Yeah.
And of course, I'll turn it into a Geno was right, because I said this a year ago. Like, everything we got mad at Aaron about, it's because it's what he did. The shit he was admitting to. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he went on Kevin twice, and all that shit aside. Okay.
You guys now are back to being friendly with Aaron?
Yeah, we're doing that fucking we're doing the anniversary show. Like, I consider Aaron a friend. We wrote a letter, for his thing. He asked for it, and he thought it was really nice what we wrote, and I meant it. Like, look, we all fuck up. But like, you can't convince me Aaron's done anything in the past year other than say, all right, I fucked up,
And hasn't Nick said that too?
You know what? I'm going to fucking take over Brother Joe's account. That's right. Yeah, you faggot. By the way, don't even talk to me till you grow your hair back out like your mother wanted. What was like Aaron?
Hasn't Nick, like Aaron, also admitted to screwing up and making bad decisions?
Watch this. Yeah, sure. Watch this. I don't care enough. I'll say yes. Okay. I'll say yes unreservedly, because that's not my problem with Nick. So you're saying he admitted screwing up when a month ago Keanu goes on that show with fucking all the idiots. Melton's the biggest piece of shit and all those stuff.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Well, not all those pieces of shit, because one of those pieces of shit was a little guy by the name of and he's not a piece of shit, Carl will be who'll be doing. See, that's a segue.
Yes, this is what a great segue, Geno. Yes, tickets are finally on sale.
We told him after that, he's like, "What the hell was that?" He's like, "What am I going to open my mouth? These people are insane." Go on, Chrissy. I apologize.
Tickets are finally on sale for the Content House shows, which will be happening Thursday, Friday, and Saturday up at Villa Roma in beautiful Callicoon, New York. So if you want to come and hang out with us, you can book a room. That link is also available. I sent it to a bunch of people, but we'll be tweeting it out a lot. Don't worry. The discount code is available to you. Book a room. You can come Wednesday. You can come Thursday, Friday, Saturday if you want. But a lot of us will be there Wednesday through Sunday. And then the 48-hour live stream will be Thursday to Saturday, which the fans cannot go in the live streaming room, but everywhere else is public. There's going to be poker, karaoke, hanging out, drunken times at the outdoor pool and outdoor hot tub, which has a waterfall, a lot of frozen drinks, a lot of bumper boats, go-karts, zip line, so many fun camp-like outdoor activities at Villa Roma. And you can get your tickets now for Dave Landau headlining Thursday night, September 4th, with Lila Hart hosting. And we have Who Are These Podcasts Friday night. That's going to be Carl. That's going to be Jenny Jingles. That's going to be producer Chris. And I'm not 1,000% confirmed on the last guest, so I won't say it just in case I'm wrong.
But you told me who that might be, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably guess if you watch the show. He's one of the regulars, but I don't want to get people's hopes up in the event.
Now, am I allowed to put in the chat? I think you told me put in the chat, like if they want to get a room, if they want to.
Yeah,
they love
that link. Oh yeah, Keanu remembers the waterfall at the hot tub. Yes, that link is public now. I haven't tweeted it yet, but it's in the description from last night's Simcast. But I sent it to you, Gene. So
Oh, yeah, I just put it in.
put it in the chat. Or you could just go to villaroma.com, click on reservations, click on group, then put my name, Chrissie Mayr, as the discount code, and you'll be linked to our room block.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I'm really excited. It felt good to finally announce it last night. So now I don't have to keep it inside anymore.
Now, like you said, like, has Nick admitted, but Nick has admitted everything in a legalese kind of sense. Is that fair?
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. And that's why he thinks, in my opinion, okay, like, actually, before I get to what he thinks, in my opinion, I'll circle back to what you said. You said, like, has he admitted everything? Has he admitted everything? Because, God, I wish I could find, like, without soundboard Kiki here. Is this it? Is this it?
We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
Oh my God. Really watch that.
I could see if that was a year ago, but this piece of shit faggot said,
we were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
Now, let me point something else out. He said that a month ago. And look at how this faggot piece of shit, and I could call him that, says
we were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
Now,
wait, what is he saying? We were in a sexual and very romantic relationship for a long time.
And he's saying it. You just said it, Chrissy. I almost called you Keanu. Same thing. Love you both so much. You just said it, Chrissy. It's like, well, has he admitted it? If you're talking like that a month ago, have you admitted to yourself what a giant piece of shit you were, not only to your wife, but to your kids? I'm asking. It sounds like.
Yeah, I have. Again, I haven't watched the episode, which I really should, because I've heard so much about it. But it seems like, without knowing much, like perhaps he's still romanticizing the newer relationship, which is what he had with April, like the new exciting thing, right? Instead of the wife you've known for 10 plus years. I don't know. And I mean, that just seems like, okay, yeah, the new person is always going to be more exciting than the person you already know. I don't know how that stuff works. I don't think it's sustainable. I don't think, like, I maybe dabbled in that a million years ago, 10, 12 years ago. But it's just, that's fun to do when you're a single person. It's really not sustainable if you're in a relationship. It's just going to be a net negative.
Why is it not sustainable?
Someone's feelings are absolutely going to get hurt. And unless you're part of the very small percentage of people who are built for, like, seriously being okay emotionally with, like, a polyamorous or a multi-partner situation, I would say most people, though, are not okay with that, are not built for that. And it's feelings are going to get hurt, and it's going to end marriages.
Right. And here's my, okay. And Fitzy, I understand, but you need to understand something, because I'm asking for help here, because this isn't about them. This is about the state of society, Fitzy, and I think you'll be interested. Okay. Because the more this is dragged through, the more this is, like, big on YouTube, the more people think, and thank God for people like Fitzy, who's like, I don't care. This is why you need to care. Because the reason I think Nick and his wife are shitty people is because of what you said right off the bat. They have 5 kids.
Also,
5 kids.
No one is perfect. Everyone.
Oh, you go. I'm sorry, guest.
Nobody is perfect. Everyone has sinned, right? Like,
yes.
How does the saying go? Yet he who is without sin cast the first stone. And of course, this is the internet. It's always going to be easier and more fun to focus on other people's problems than our own. Plus, it's a fun distraction and it's fun to talk about. But at the end of the day, only God can judge us, and it's up to him to make it right with his family and God. And that's really the long and short of it. Same goes for Aaron, right? Like, none of us have control over what they do or how they patch things up.
And keeping it in the religious theme, Chrissy, I'll say this: Jesus Christ, you're missing my point.
Okay.
No, but they're using YouTube is the great way to separate us. And people look at this shit, and there are people. How do you take the side of someone that, again, doesn't take responsibility for the action of he's swinging? That picture comes out. And again, this is and I'll go through it again. And the wife knowingly posed. And don't get me wrong, we'll call it RP just to be safe. Not saying it's not, but I'm saying I said this, revenge porn.
Okay.
I don't know what the abbreviations are. I don't give a fuck. I was in a very sexual, at any rate. But when people justify this terrible behavior, they normalize. Like, again, like I said it during the lockdown, I sent out dick pics, and if they ever popped up, I said this years ago laughing. I'd be like, yeah, what do you want me to do? I wouldn't be like, who would do that? But if you had no kids, I could see them doing this. But 5 kids, you don't think they're going to hear about their mother's naked picture, why it was taken, how it was taken, when it was taken, what it led to? You think those 5, not 1 kid.
I don't even know that.
And they were already, and this after, one more thing, this after they were arrested in their home. That's terrible parenting. And and my concern, and then I'll yield the rest of my time. Sorry, Fitzy, is no, like I think parenting, I think you're a great parent. I think my parents were great. You know what I mean? I think fucking, my brother is amazing. I look at these people like, does anyone see the fucking, and only God can judge them? Well, only God and this fucking guy, because it's fucking my show.
All the people on the internet, of course.
Yeah. And anyone that's like, yeah, but Aaron, okay, whatever you want. No one's saying Aaron, but Aaron doesn't have 5 kids. He has 3, and whatever.
That's still a lot of kids. That's still that's not nothing. That's something. That's 3 kids is like, oh, okay. I should not be dabbling at my marriage.
And again, to clarify, I don't care about his kids. I care about the state of the world.
You care about the principle of the thing. You care about you do care about kids in general, and you're just so aghast that someone would do this. Yeah, with the kids.
Whatever. So anyway, that was what I was talking about when you got here while I was waiting for Anthony's flight to get canceled.
Not
but again,
only it's the nude photo, it's right. It's the fact that like the cops came into their house, right, to search for things. What is that going to be? Some kind of a trauma? Again, like I would say maybe some family therapy is in order, but again, like how they handle that that's on them to make right. And maybe they needed it. Maybe they need to hit a sort of rock bottom in a sense so that they could like start anew and build a stronger relationship and work on trust and be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be like, fucking around outside our marriage anymore. Look what happened. So like God will send you the same message over and over again till you get it, till you like wake up and go, oh, I gotta make some changes. So hopefully that's what that was for them.
Oh, I missed a call from Keanu. Baby.
Oh, I know. We're supposed
to.
We should be keeping this funny, and we should be shitting on them. Sorry, I'm trying to I'm responding like a.
What's that? Hold on. Let's call the wife back.
Yes, let's call her.
We'll get to the bottom of this. Sorry, baby.
Hello. It was an accident. I'm in the bath.
You what?
Kiki.
It was an accident. I'm in the bath. I was listening.
How are you butt dialing me taking a bath?
That's fun.
I was just trying to press something.
Well, hold on.
I thought you were calling to say that you lost the ring.
That sounded untoward. No. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
She was. Hold on one sec. I'll take Chrissy off. She was pressing something. Everyone. Oh my.
Stop it.
Oh.
Stop it. Get out.
Sorry.
Get out. Stop it.
Johnny Texan Patrick B says, "Take a picture and prove it." That's funny.
All right, that's a great picture.
Yeah, she butt dialed in the tub. How do you do that? I don't get that.
Yeah, how do you do that?
But yeah, anyway, should cash at me some money. So yeah, it's just like that bothered me, and the article really, like the Will Heron article was so slanted, which is I don't even see why this keeps being such a big deal.
You know what it is, because for you, one of your buttons is being misunderstood, and that's why you're like, oh, like it absolutely kills you to not have your side out there and the truth out there, and that's how I am too. I get really annoyed when people don't know the whole. Well, I mean,
yeah, that's just. Again, I'm used to being misunderstood. This isn't about me being misunderstood. I would argue this is about me. Like, again, I'm talking to Fitzy. I love fucking, but it's like, I'm sorry that you think. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even say that people think. I'm sorry that I guess I'll say it. No, I have to say it. I'm sorry that they think I'm talking about fucking these 4 idiots. One of them being my friend Aaron, you know?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it's everything with me is they're lizards and they live underground, and this is a bigger part of society. And fucking, you understand? I fucking was talking to 3 different people about this sports thing, but it's like it aggravates me because I talk about, like, I was talking to my buddy Spike Eskin out of Philly. He's like, "Didn't you write a sports?" I'm like, "I got fired from that because I pushed back on COVID," and then you know, like, comedy kind of turned because people pushed back on COVID, and people like. It's not just that they got away with it, and no one really got away with it. Did you see the stat? Like, I'll find the picture. Like, it said X amount of athletes died or whatever.
Wow. And we'll never know the extent of it because they lied about the numbers. They just didn't talk about so much of it while it was going on. And my God, the sheer amount of like miscarriages pregnant women were having because
it's all about reducing.
They got tricked into getting the jab. It's like, oh, it really is such a shame.
In the 12 months of 2022, in the year of 2022, 12 months, 1,598 athletes suffered a heart attack. I'll say it again. In 2022.
It's a lot.
Of those 1,598, 1,100 of them died.
Oof.
The next stat, read this, between 1966 and 2004, 1,100 athletes died. You know, people that at some point were professional athletes, they died.
It's a lot for someone who should be in shape.
And when I was like, when I was going back to, and this ties into like these, like this is just another layer of decaying society. I don't even want to say decaying society because there are people like me and you and all that stuff, but like people that are normalizing the way fucking social media and YouTube, especially, is basically to divide us. You know, when I'm like I had 2 strikes on YouTube. The same week they came out with the 525-page report that said they lied about COVID, I had 2 strikes for medical misinformation. I just got Pete a strike on the fucking YouTube you guys are watching on, a lot of you, thank you, for the same thing, for still talking about COVID. Okay?
Recently, you got a medical misinformation strike?
Yeah, me and Keanu were talking about fucking, me, Keanu, and Larry. We have me, Keanu, and Larry, by the way, who are doing a gig. I should put that up. We're at the Funny Farm Comedy Club in 2 weeks. Very nice.
I also am sharing the screen, Geno, if you want to pop that up really quick. Tickets have just went on sale for our show. Yes.
Why can't I add it?
It's a bit.
Because there you go. Sorry about that. Is that it?
Yes, it's a bit of a Compound Media reunion show we'll be having Saturday, September 6th up at the Content House at Villa Roma. Get your tickets now. Get your rooms now. It's gonna be myself, Geno here, Anthony Cumia, the boss, Keanu, perhaps more fun people to be added.
Wait, you said boss so we can say boss?
No, the boss. I said the boss.
Oh, I thought you said Rich Voss. I'm like, where did that come from?
We're adding more people. We're in talks with several more people. So by no means have all the talent been announced. Also, what did I announce yesterday on Simcast? I mentioned Cecil will be there. Leanne Starr. Leanne Starr will be there. Mikey Cuffs will be there. Missy, of course, will be there. Matt Mead, Mikey Harlow. Of course, Leanne Starr, Cecil, and his fabulous girlfriend Juju. Lila will be there. Courtney will be there. Dave Landau. Garrett,
why didn't we think of that? Why didn't I think to invite them, Jake and Louie?
Well, because you don't invite people, Geno.
I do. I take advantage of my position.
Actually, no. Sorry, that came out wrong. Yes, we should definitely invite them. We should send them the link.
By the way, shout out Bob Patrice. That's the wrong one. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Jay, I got to give props to Bob Patrice who fucking I missed the joke about Keanu. I always watch this show while I'm soaping myself. That's very nice. And shout out to fucking J Ham Stoneface. Gifted 5 subs to Geno Bisconti. I got to start doing that. There it is. Look at that. I fucking hate this show, J Ham, after he gifted you bastard. Our boy Push-Ups gets one. You know, we'll see him. J-Nate, a.k.a. Corsica. Concrete Petey, who, by the way, does all my thumbnails. This is embarrassing. Keanu, who doesn't have a sub to my page. And Johnny Claire. God bless Johnny Claire. That's good stuff.
Wow, look at all this. Push-ups will be there.
Pat Dixon going to be at the comedy show.
You know what I would love is if all of the bleacher creatures came and shared a room together, like Push-Ups, Drunk Jimmy, Big Balls Ben, Super Ninja could all get a room together.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in our group chat.
By the way, I never did point that out. All it said in the article was Geno Bisconti with an I.
Oh, that's what bothered me the most is that they got the spelling.
Oh, that
wrong.
doesn't even bother. And your boy didn't do too bad, did he? That's fucking hysterical. They still fucking. I just showed Anthony a picture of Ken. I said that.
Oh, right. I didn't even read the article.
But this is another problem I have with it that you can make fun of me for. Like, yes, I don't think it's a big deal. I don't. And you can call me an asshole for that, but it's what I said. It's like anytime you share, this is another thing about parenting. It's like, I know plenty of parents have said, the internet's forever, kids, because it's like, if you're raising your kid, it's thank you, Felicia. God bless her. If you're raising your kid, I know countless people, because all my friends are in that teenage range, and they all said the same thing. It's like, hey, in this day and age, you're going to it's so everyone lives on their phone. Hold on, I was multitasking. There you go, Felicia.
Hold on, I was looking at a picture of the bee. Aga. He's playing with his water table today.
Aw. But everyone does it. It's like be careful because everyone lives on their phone. So you're going to start sexting and it's going to be out there, and that's why I have zero respect for Kayla on so many levels. I'm sorry. You're a mother and you're involved in this shit. Now you're a mother who's involved in this shit and fucking police break down your door. Now you're a mother who's involved in swinging, police break down your door, you pose for a nude and fucking you subject your kid to it your kids to it all over again.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm right, saying that's my problem. Not saying tell me I'm wrong, saying you can't convince me I'm wrong. And I believe that's why I prefaced it with, I guess I'm an asshole. I didn't say
the nude photo portion of it. I mean, that could happen to a lot of people. But yeah, the cops breaking down your door and the swinging, that's a more egregious.
It's all egregious. And
Yeah.
you want it to be over. You want to stop right there and say to your kids, mommy made a mistake, But you're not. This is, again, the opinions expressed by fucking crazy Geno don't express the opinions necessarily of Chrissy and certainly of most of fucking YouTube and X. I get it. But, hey, right, and smartass, he sends me, this guy, I love him. When he gets mad at me, you know what he says? He goes, I hope you get vaccinated. It's the best line in the world. It's the best line in the world.
Can you even still get a vaccine?
Oh, sure you can.
Do they still have that available?
Did they really say 80% of Americans got vaccinated?
No, they could have said that, but that is absolutely, I think it's more like 50%.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Hey, Alexa, what percentage of Americans got the COVID vaccine? Let's just see what she says.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
How could we possibly know? Lots of people fibbed about it.
I don't know. I forget where I heard it, but it wasn't like it. I don't think that leans left. I think it was like a conservative type thing. I think it was like a conservative channel that said it. But I guess that would make sense. They'd lie about that to make it seem like COVID's really bad. Yeah. Again, remember when you could trust the media? Remember?
Those were the good old days.
God, I shouldn't even say could. Remember when we were stupid enough to? Because I don't think the older I get, I never realized this. Like the shit that comes out about 9/11 now. And that's the beauty of COVID that you have to realize. It woke us all up. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll say it again on fucking September 10th. Excuse me, September 10th. September 12th. I went the wrong way. I'm like, yeah, these fucking bastards, we found their passports. They're indestructible. There's some Instagram page, the character's called Indestructible Passport Man, because they always survive. But if you tell me on the 12th, it was terrorist, blah, blah, blah. The videos that come out now, you're like, yeah, this is insane. Like the way the plane would have had to hit the Pentagon You know, and I just
yeah.
saw one for Shanksville where it's like when a plane hits the ground, all the jet fuel makes a plume and it burns forever. The Shanksville thing just smelled like scorched earth. Didn't smell like jet fuel, didn't have the normal plume. And the best one, I didn't even know, it's such a good video. It's like the Twin Towers when they collapsed. And then like 2 or 3 hours later, Building 7 collapsed. And they told you all the stuff about Building 7 that housed all the, IRS, and there was $1 trillion missing, blah, blah, blah. And it went down in the most controlled demolition. But you know why they said it went down?
Why?
And that's just my point. I didn't know till 2 days ago. You didn't even know. They said fires from the Twin Towers fucking landed on it and caused it to perfectly implode.
Wow.
And
what are the odds of that?
And the last thing in it was great. It was the third in all of history. It was only the third tower ever to have been brought down by fire. The first two were the towers. How insane is that?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's just, it's asking a lot of people to believe a lot of far-fetched things. But yeah, I think I'm grateful for COVID because I wouldn't have woken up to a lot of stuff.
Yeah. According to
a coupon.
My boy, this guy's great. He's big on the show I do every day with loads. Look at this. There you go. All your prayers are answered. No cost COVID vaccines for you. I don't see how Pfizer makes any money. Enjoy $5 off. These people are so. It's insane. It's insane that people still. But again, this is why I lose my mind with YouTube and stuff. They normalize it. Everyone super chats, and again, keep super chatting. Cannot thank you enough. But YouTube, 30% of that goes to YouTube. 30% of that goes to the overlords that keep fucking controlling the speech.
You should get Streamlabs, and then people can donate directly to you. And I think they take a much lower percentage. I think maybe they take.
I have Streamlabs thanks to our boy, shout out Goodnight Mister, who fucking built this computer for me.
Goodnight Mister. He built my computer.
He's amazing. He's whenever I have a problem, I could call him at 3 a.m. He'll fix something. But like when I log on, like I don't know how to do Streamlabs. Like he literally put the icon right here. I don't know how to do it. Do you even do Streamlabs?
I have it. We use it when I do the Nightmare, like when I have an in-studio guest. But I don't do that. I have somebody. I just hired a new person to run all that stuff.
Ooh, look at you.
So,
look at us so much.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I should probably learn how to do it myself though.
Oh, good Lord.
What's something good that happened to you recently?
What's that? You did my show.
Stop it. Other than that.
Like every day is a new fucking adventure. Just, focusing on the comedy more. I did a movie in LA.
A movie?
I had 2 lines in a bowling alley scene, but it was so good to get back to LA. I got to get back there more. It's just like I forgot how much that's the other thing.
What do you like about LA?
Thank you, Felicia, by the way. Thank you so much. My girl. I don't want to live there, God forbid. So take that out of the equation right now when you ask. But it's like I used to go there all the time, back in a simpler time when I was doing shows with Artie, and I was doing the cellar and the store, never cellar for 2 weeks, and the improv and all that stuff, and I'd just sit on the beach and I would do my sports writing sheet and all that stuff, and I made a lot of contacts. It was a simpler fucking time. You know what I mean? So when I go back there, it reminds me, that I'm very good at being old school. That's another reason, when I sit here looking at this camera, I fucking am angry, and I try not to be, because I'm not an angry person.
No, not at all.
But I'm coming off as that more and more, because victim Geno, which I'm getting better at not being, I've never been a victim. Even when dipshit broke my jaw and lied about me, and E-Rock did nothing because he's a fat, useless fuck. Which is why another reason when I come over here, half of Anthony's fans hate me. It's fine because that fat fuck, not Anthony, he's very svelte.
But don't worry about that. You have your own fans. You have your own.
I do, but the point I get angry is because I worked my ass off to, through Sirius XM, even though fucking Fez, that dead faggot, fucking banned me. And I wonder why Anthony's fans don't like me. Like I went from there and I did direct TV with Artie and did his podcast. And it was all studio shit, and then toured, and then they fucking shut it all the fuck down. You know, when disingenuous Gavin fucking lied to us about shit, and you wind up here and it's fine, but it's like I got to realize like it's never. I love doing this. I love chatting with the fans, but it's never going to be what it was. You know, where I was like in the studio.
I know. Nothing lasts forever, though. And
without a doubt.
We have to be grateful that it lasted for as long as it did. And
Chrissy, let me be clear. I don't mean like we never. Me and Garrett always joke around. Remember, you two, we'd go in and be like, this is going to last forever. I
never thought that.
No, none of us thought that. None of us thought that. But do you understand? Like I went from the studio at SiriusXM to DirecTV with Artie, to Artie's podcast Sidekick, from one studio to the next, to Anthony Cumia, you know, to Compound Media. And it's not that I expected Compound Media to last forever, but the model I was used to fucking suddenly just collapsed on itself.
You were going from studio to studio to studio, and now it's like there's more responsibility thrust into your own lap, and it's like this learning curve. It's like it's a little bit of like a growing pain. I understand.
Sure it is. But that was always my fucking problem with it, you know? And like, again, and thank you for I'm a happy guy. When this circles all the way back to LA, because when I'm in LA, it's West Coast Geno, you know, and I'm just fucking around, having a good time, doing and I bumped into two people that I ended up, watch this. I ended up bumping into two people who I ended up giving writing kits to, you know?
What do you mean a writing kit?
You know, like from my sports writing stuff and comedy writing and roast writing. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But when I'm putting those together, like, because a lot of times I'll say, man, all you had to do with that cake writing gig was keep your mouth shut. You know, like I covered every sport.
You didn't know that at the time. You just were being you.
But I'd been reprimanded on several occasions. You know what I mean? And by the way, thank you so much, Bob and Patrice. I'm looking into Content House. Drunk Jimmy can stay with me. It's a 7-hour drive. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for, my friend.
I'll have to message Drunk Jimmy. I don't know if he even knows about it yet.
Oh, please. How would he not know? He's Drunk Jimmy. That's what he do.
Wait. Pull up Marcy Rhodes' comment. It was great that Chrissy still had the last show and spilled the beans. Did I spill the beans?
I don't know.
About the merger? I didn't realize that.
I don't know. No, the merger had happened ages ago, but you spilled the beans about like the studio shutting down. But I think they knew. How was I?
And here's the thing is like, they told us I had 3 days to put together my final show, which if I'm going to complain about something, it's that, because it's like, well, I feel like I was robbed of having a really fabulous, big last final show. I would have pulled out all the stops. I would have gotten the biggest guests possible. Instead, I had to scramble, and thank God my good friends came. And I think it was you, Keanu, whatever, Amy. Were my last guests, and thank God you guys were available. I mean, that was very shitty, and I feel like for being there for God, how long was I there for? Was it 6 years? 2019 to 21, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was there for 6 years. I can't believe it. I would have made a huge. Oh my! It would have been a crazy, insane, like borderline illegal last episode, and I'm annoyed that I had only 3 days. I didn't even tell freaking Andrew Harms till the day of, till we walked in there. I feel bad about that. I just didn't know how to tell him because I was still, and I had come back early from maternity leave to do it. I wasn't even planning on fully coming back till I think July. And so yeah, we should have been given more of a heads up.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like whatever But again, my point with all that was like we've gotten away from the studio model, and that's fine for some people. Like you're great at it, Keanu's great at it, and it's like I could be great at it. I'm great at what I love doing, but like I'd rather be out touring, doing stand up.
Yeah.
You know, which again, something good that's happened to me is that as well. Like I was talking before you got here. It's like, are you like that? It's like January and June are always slow for me. And rather than enjoy the slow time, it's like, nah, they figured me out. There's no more shows coming in. You know,
Everybody feels that way. Everybody has. I feel like truly the best people, most creative, most funny, have some kind of imposter syndrome. So, and it's the ones who like think they're hot shit. Yeah, it's a red flag. So
yeah, it's like what? It's like who told you? It's like I always say that it's like you look at some. It's like whoever told you to fucking get on stage. Whoever told you that? But that's another thing that the Dabbleverse, and this is why Kevin, I'm realizing, deserves every penny. But it's also why we had a guy on one time. I've told this story countless times. We had a guy on from a liquor place, Fort Hamilton Whiskey, and one of the things he said to me was, "I'm afraid my kid isn't funny." And I said to him, like, you know, it's like, and by
how
the way,
old was the kid?
On Venmo, thank you, Felicia, so much. He said, "I'm afraid my kid isn't funny." And I said, you know, like, why do you want your kid to be funny? He's like, I don't want him to be funny. I don't care if he's funny or not. But he goes on Twitter. He'll post something he thinks is funny. 3 people will like it. And then he'll think he's funny when he's not.
Oh, boy.
And so when people go on MLC, shout out Gavin House, love you, buddy. Like, I don't know, Kevin, you can't plan this shit. Like, the reason Kevin started this is because remember when he wanted to be Content House moderator? It was like he was busting.
Oh, and we invited him to be involved, but he didn't. I guess he wasn't interested.
But it evolved into him doing it and his anger or whatever. People love cracking him up, so people go and super chat and try and make him laugh. And he just that's all the show is. No disrespect. It's Kevin being angry, which is hilarious to me all the time. And people trying to make him laugh with his super chats, right? Which again is another reason, if I may dabble, to shit on Melton. He's so pathetic. He wants Kevin to go to his super thingy thing.
What
and it's
super
like
thing?
It would like whatever super tips. He wanted to do his super tip,
tip,
but it would never work because they don't show up. And if you're in Kevin's chat, you want them to read it. You want that, you know, but the other problem is that's what goes on Twitter. Like I was looking at the 40 some comments about my Daily Mail offer, you know, and it's like, do you think this is funny? Do you think you're funny? And it's not like I go, oh my God. It's like, this is the problem with the world. People sitting at home going like, I'm so fucking hilarious. And they stay at home to be funny when they have no people skills, and it's more of the breakdown of society, and it translates into fucking an idiot like Nick going, the poor guy, he lost he's a piece of shit. And I'm telling you, I jumped rope today for another hour because I want to live a nice, long, healthy life, to see his kids' OnlyFans, to see his fucking son's therapy session. I can't wait. They're fucking up their 5 kids.
I hope the kids are going to be okay.
You know what, Keanu, Chrissy, whatever, I do too. You know what? Speaking of absolute fucking things that turn out to be absolute fucking disasters, no matter how much you wish them well. I used to do a sports sheet. There you go.
Oh,
I used to do a sports sheet, Chrissy, and that was the thing. Like, and I touched upon this. Like when I did the sports sheet, I would talk to fans and fans of fucking Geno Smith. And he was like, no, he's going to be so Mark Sanchez. I'm like, I want to be wrong, but he's a fucking disaster. Okay. And watch this. Mark Sanchez, I was right about. Geno Smith, I was kind of wrong about because after years and years, he wound up in Seattle. Chrissy, I hope you're right. Trust me. If those kids turn out fine, I will be glad to be wrong. Mm-hmm. Do you think I'm lying?
No.
But when should they turn out fucked up, which I don't know how you can turn out fucked up if your parents are swinging, fucking leaving guns and drugs lying around so badly that your door is broken in by cops. And then when you think it's going to go away, they spend a year dragging a naked picture of your mother through the mud.
You know what?
I will pat myself on the back. Is that fair?
You never know what affects kids. I mean, my parents stayed together in a traditional marriage, but I feel like I got sort of fucked up because I don't feel like they listened to me. Like they didn't talk to me. They didn't my self-worth was very low coming out of that house. So and my parents didn't swing or didn't get caught up in any swinging like nude photo, or like the cops never came to our house. So you never, as long as you, I think, pay attention to your kids and like talk to them and you're there for them.
All right, I'll be one of the 5 kids. You be Kayla. Explain to me what's going on right now. I mean it. A little role play.
No, wait,
While
so
we're
how
doing
old
that
are you?
first, shout out to Zool McCool, a.k.a. Jimmy Cornerston, from wet spot ass eating to Sydney, North Carolina to the Catskills. See you all there booked this morning.
Jimmy.
That is Zool McCool in the Twitter world. Look at him. He's a member. He's fucking been given. He's so good to me. Thank you so much. So again,
should we invite Ian? People were asking if Ian was going to come.
Ian
was the guy who ate
I'm sorry,
Face's butt. I can't remember.
Aggressively.
Yeah, I don't think he's so cheap.
Well, didn't Michael Gavin Ali say he's already in? I saw a tweet. Someone sent me that.
Oh God, I doubt he even knows, because I don't even think Ian
he knows. Me. I don't know where I saw it, but he tweeted it, or somebody he tweeted it or something.
Michael Gavin Ali knows, but I don't know if Ian knows.
Ian, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Interesting.
So wait, you never finished. So okay, I'm one of the kids. Explain to me, because you just have to communicate with your kids. You are Kayla Rekieta.
God, how would I
and now are you talking to the oldest son who was out of the house were you talking to the daughters? Are you talking to the daughter who's told not to answer the door? You're talking to the kid who had cocaine in their hair. They're terrible fucking people.
What's the purpose of this role-playing exercise? Because
you seem to think like parenting, like all you need to do is communicate, and I couldn't agree more. And I'm genuinely curious to see how you would communicate this to any of those 5 kids.
All right, well then ask me a question. If you're a kid who knows about what happened and you're curious and you want to talk about it.
Mommy, why did the police break down our door and Daddy told me not to answer it?
Oh God. See, it's actually hard to do this because I would have to know every detail about what happened, which I don't. This is hard. I'd be like, there was a misunderstanding. The police wanted to come in and make sure it was safe.
How come why'd they want to make sure it was safe? Was it all the guns you left lying around, or was it all the drugs you were doing?
Yeah,
or was
maybe
it the nanny who wrestles Daddy at night?
That's what's tricky, is I don't know if the kids knew about the guns in advance. I don't know if the kids knew about the drugs, or it's I guess I'm not good at this.
No. You're see, and this is the problem. You're great at it. I've seen you with your kid. You're an amazing mother. And maybe it's you just don't.
I'll be like,
you would never have to prepare for this question.
Look, little beanie. Mommy and Daddy just had to let the cops in to make sure it was safe for you guys, because there was some adult stuff laying around, and they just wanted to make sure that it wasn't, close to you guys.
Was it safe, Mommy?
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess they would lie to them, right? Well, that's what parents do.
There you go.
Yeah, everything was fine.
If it was so safe, why did we have to go stay with Grandmom and Grandpa for a while Daddy drove around with it? Let me finish, Mom! While Dad drove around with his top down like he's some cool. Nick's a piece of fucking shit. He's a piece of shit. Nick is a piece. Hold on, I'll take you off in case. Nick is a giant. Oops, wrong one. Nick's a giant piece of shit. He was sitting there driving like this. If you weren't like, I'm sorry, you don't have to be a parent. You just have to respect children. Sorry, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm angry when I stream. I apologize.
I guess, yeah, you're very angry at other people's choices. You're angry when people put their kids in jeopardy. That's coming from a good place. But I think at a certain point, you have to just let it go and be like, well, it's up to them now to fix the mess and make good with their family. And I agree with
1,000%. I do. But it should be, but it's still like the people that are vultures and fucking feeding off it on Twitter, and like I'm probably wrong. Like I'm missing it. I'm dense. I don't see why they keep going after Aaron. I thought,
but aren't you kind of part of the problem then? If you keep talking about it, and then you're like, why are people still interested in talking about this? And then you keep talking. Why are people?
But you're sorry to interrupt you, but no one listens to me. You know what I mean?
People listen to you. If you're providing the content about said drama, and then you're surprised why people keep gobbling up the content, you know what I'm saying?
I know you're saying that's a fair assessment, but my problem is I don't think I'm about like it's what I said. You're right, because obviously I'm wrong with what I think, because it is everything you're saying. Like I think I'm trying to make it. Watch this. I think I'm trying to make a salient point, Chrissy, about the state of society today. But all I'm doing is what you said. I'm another gossiping hen. You're right. You know.
You did. I feel like you have made a point.
I did, and
It's out
800
there.
people shit on me for it. Suck it, Johnny Arcade. What's that?
Yeah, I feel like you have definitely made a point. You know, like you let people know what you think and why you think it's wrong, and you feel for the kids. So, and that's all coming from a good place. You're just concerned.
It really. By the way, thank you again for coming on. Like my boy Concrete Petey that makes all the thumbnails.
Oh,
And he didn't have time to make one for you, but he just said, I think he did make one. I just didn't get it up in time.
I don't need a
Oh my
thumbnail.
God! Look at Jesus Christ! This is so good. I am so. Are you ready? Prepared to be wowed. You ready, babe?
I'm ready.
Concrete Pete. Look at this. Boom! Look at that motherfucker.
Summer heat wave. Whoa. Wow, he spelled Thompson wrong, but other than that, it's a great thumbnail.
By the way, like it, and shout out to fucking 5 Fan Photo who always did it. Like, look, you see that? Is my mouse working? Look at 6. 6 is about
She married you.
She's about to kill Frankie the crab. And
Wow.
my favorite part about this is I don't know if you notice it, like
the blackface. The blackface in hot water logo.
That is the, you know what that is? That's that fucking thing. But Keanu always does the talking mouth with it.
Oh, okay.
So he puts the lips on it all the time. I fucking love it. This is my favorite one.
Cute. That's cute. God, I wish I looked like that. That's the goal. I'm going to look like that by September.
But I was going to talk, and by the way, I'll use that as the thumbnail when I repost this. But Concrete Pete, lie to you. By the way, and he's also funny. Lie to your children.
Yeah.
It's called parenting. But yeah, speaking of that, like, because the picture you used of me, which is so fucking.
Frank made the graphics, so if you have complaints,
no
complaints.
Like, look at this picture. That was like I said it again. That had to be every bit of when. Like he busted my jaw June. That had to be like that. I remember the day I did that.
Jacked you are.
What's that? Yeah, I got fucking. I got the veins popping out of the arm. That had to be August. That had to be that was the fruits of the Pat Dixon diet, which I'm telling you, I want to do it for a month again. I want to do it. It's a lot of just like because I did it before. And watch this. That's another great thing that came out of it. Like, you know me, after he busted my jaw, like I made the most of it. You know what I mean? I got in incredible shape.
Oh,
like
yes.
I fucking
Kiki
started dating Keanu.
Yeah.
So and that's one thing I took from him. I was 53 at the time. Like I still have, bless you, beautiful. I'm like, I still have really good metabolism, you know? So I'm jumping rope again. Like I love that. Like, so I really want to try and do that for a month, you know? But I gotta quit drinking, which I haven't done the past 2 days, which tells you how much I drink. I haven't done the past 2 months, weeks, days, hours.
So during the times where you're not drinking, what do you use as a substitute?
Water, green
Coffee.
tea, black. Watch this, iced coffee.
There you go.
Yeah. Like I really only drink socially now. Like it's not like I sit at home, but I got so fucked up on 2 nights ago. Like I did 3 Monkeys, which was really good Saturday night. It's coming back.
Oh yeah. How do you like the 3 Monkeys venue?
It's a fun room. You know what I mean? But my thing is more and more, my act has really just gotten more and more anti-fucking. It's political now. But to say political, it's not Bill Maher. It's dick jokes about politics, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like I really like I've got to fucking tailor it more to that. Realize like because I did a show. Oh, you'll love this. Fucking with this Mom Donnie guy coming up. And
my God, I was going to ask you what you thought of that.
What's there to think about it? He's a socialist, you know. And
you think he'll win? Do you think?
I do think like the one thing I loved, and I'm sure you will too. Fucking having Cuomo have to concede. And this guy,
yeah.
what do you think of? I listen to him all the time. The fans know. I listen to the Rubin report every day. Dave Rubin, former liberal, current gay guy, fucking Jew, lives in Florida. Love him. He said it perfectly. He's like, maybe if you wanted to win, Cuomo, you shouldn't have killed all your voters because old people vote. And he's right.
True.
And the fact that's how fucked up New York is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he's a socialist. He's garbage. But he's gonna. Oh, and he showed a clip of him today. He's at a mosque and he's sitting there talking about. He shows one clip of him chanting "fucking from the river to the sea" for Palestine, which was never a fucking country, you know, even though I'm the one who does jokes about hating Jews and gays and whatever. And then it's like, why don't you, he's like, why doesn't a reporter ask him why gay people can't get married in his church? You know, because they're all hypocritical pieces of shit. And that's what made me think of that was I'm doing, my act is really political. When I'm doing a set after some guy that goes up and he brings up Mondani, and one guy boos, and he goes, "Oh, the one Republican in the room." You arrogant fuck. So I go up there, and he wasn't in there, which probably I don't. And I'm like, that's the. I'm like, do you believe that fucking idiot said there's? I'm like, and I go, and then people are cheering. I'm like, most people are Republican at this point.
Yeah,
this fucking city is a piece of fucking shit, and fucking there's a reason you're here now and not watching Jimmy Kimmel. And again, that's another thing. No one has ever said, "What do you mean Jimmy Kimmel's great?" No one has ever said that, and I shit on him a lot. Do you ever run into that, Chris? Like, remember when you were younger and people were like, "When are you gonna get on Jimmy Kimmel?" Does anyone say that to us now?
No, it's not any kind of a goal for anyone.
No. Like I get a lot. Like, why don't you do Gutfeld? You used to do Reddit. I'm like, I don't know. I'm working on it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It just seems like. What would be the way to do Gutfeld? How did gosh, I don't know. I would say connect with their writers or
I was talking to DeVito the other day. I should bug him. Joe DeVito, if you're on YouTube, the funny DeVito. By the way, shout out to our boy Nelson Peabody, who says $5. I will try my hardest to make it out there. I will take in September. I will take another boost, buddy. You gotta.
Ooh,
yes, go. You got to. Oh, yeah. Thank you. The man that makes Chrissy and Keanu somehow look even hotter. He's done the infatada chants. That may be the issue with the little half. They're insane. They're insane, these people. He is no Joe DeVito rocks. Thank you, Cal Patty.
He is. He's so funny.
He's great. By the way, Bob Fan Patrice, $2. Thanks, buddy. I could use 14 hours of driving. I booked the content house. Bob
Yay! Bob.
I wish I had whiskey now. I would drink to
that. This is great. So many people are booking their rooms already. It's really exciting. I've been getting messages all day.
And that's my point with the Pat Dixon diet. I'd love to troll him and do it again because I'm a piece of shit and my faces get a little puffy. Here. But what was I going to say? It's like it's the perfect goal. You know, it's like September. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe I will. Like everyone's, you gotta. Maybe I will.
Is there any way we can get Frankie McDonald to the content house? I think people would love that.
Why don't we invite Frankie right now and ask him once he sees you're here? Copy.
Ooh. Like realistically, someone would have to pick him up. He'd have to be able to leave his house.
Why do we have Nelson Peabody drive all the way from Florida to the other tip of North America, pick up Frankie?
Yeah, Nelson,
and drive him back down.
him. Just go pick him up, Nelson. It's not a big deal. Just go get him.
Just go get him.
Just go get him. Bring him back.
Okay, there you go. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. That's a terrifying thing. Oh my God. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send him this picture too. Come on.
Yes. Summer heat wave.
Save image as ba-boom. Done. That is so. Oh, Nelson Peabody is calling. Hold on one sec. Perfect. Hey, Nelson Peabody, we were just hoping that maybe you're in hot water with Geno and Chrissy, and we just sent Frankie a link. Or is this Andrew Herbert?
On it.
What are you doing?
Well, hello there, Geno. Hello there, Chrissie.
Hello.
What's that?
Is he not on right now?
He's not. I just sent him the link, and then I'm gonna send him that picture of Chrissie and Keanu. He'll be on 10 minutes ago.
Well, we sent you a whole shitload of stuff over the weekend, so hopefully you can play some of it. Chrissie, just great to see you back on the show again. And I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do my damnedest to get over to Content House, and if hook or by crook, and I know it'll be a Christmas miracle in September to get Frankie over there, but I think at the very least we have a running bit for the next several weeks.
Yes. Oh yeah. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of people going that Frankie likes. So
I just saw all this stuff. There is a shit ton of stuff there, buddy.
Well, he sent a video of him eating a grandpa burger, and well, you know,
hijinks ensued.
Shenanigans did occur.
By the way, there's something going around Facebook where accounts get hacked. Like Bill Dawes, great comedian, his entire thing is like Instagram reels of fucking Asian broads with huge tits. And Dante Nero, same thing with big booty black chicks. It's kind of funny.
You know, in all honesty, I look at Facebook now. There's hardly anything except just stuff I never signed up for. It's not friends or anything. It's just ads.
It's really become something.
Yeah,
unlikable.
I just do the obligatory post on it. But that was Frankie McDonald is here. Hey, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Frankie.
Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great, Silver, and I'll be on StreamYard for Content House in September.
You want to come physically, Frankie? We can get a room for you.
I just use a StreamYard in September for Content House. I just use a StreamYard.
Frankie, we can get you here. We'll put you in a room. You can go in the hot tub. It'll be fun. In the pool.
Hey, Geno, and I'll be doing StreamYard when Content House. You'll be sending me a link for StreamYard.
All right. Well, we just got a call from someone. Nelson Peabody, are you there? Or did you bring a guest?
Well, hello there, Geno. This is Clarence Thomas, the chauffeur of Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Oh, Clarence Thomas, the chauffeur. I thought you were the Supreme Court Justice.
No, he and I actually look alike, but anybody that looks like Clarence Thomas over at Sydney, Nova Scotia is designated as a chauffeur automatically. That's not important right now.
Oh, you know what is important right now? I just have to interrupt you because Frankie will love this, and then we'll get to the point. You know who else just booked the Content House, Chrissie?
Jimmy.
Jimmy Cornerson is not Zilla McCool. That's Jason and Heather. Frankie, who's the hooker that we hung out with in Nova Scotia?
Heather.
Heather.
And I apologize. Jimmy Cornerson is not Zilla McCool. It's our boy fucking Heather and fucking Jason. They're the fucking best. So there you go. All right, so back to you, buddy. What's up? Oh, did we have one more? Sorry, I'm multi. I got a phone in one hand, a mouse in the other. I know that's the one. Maybe I missed it, but can we get Garrett? Yeah, that's a good question. Are Garrett and Steve, are they on the menu?
Yes, they're on the menu. They will be there.
All right. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, we were talking to Clarence Thomas, not the Supreme Court Justice, but Frankie's chauffeur. What's up, buddy? Thank you for your patience.
Oh, my pleasure. Well,
you sound just like Nelson Peabody, who I was talking to a moment ago, oddly enough, on the exact same line without him ever hanging up.
He and I actually chauffeured Frankie McDonald over to Idaho, but he kind of got a little bit of cold feet once we got there because of some of the shenanigans that Frankie pulled. But that's not important right now.
Oh, understood. Well, how much would it cost? Frankie, how much would it cost? Shout out, my boy. That's the son of my agent. How much would it cost to get you?
Not true.
But Heather.
Not true.
What if we got Jason and that hooker? What's her name again?
Heather.
Anyway, back to you, Clarence. What's up, buddy?
Well, I should tell you right now that Frankie used Heather's services, but won't do it anymore because, Frankie, how much did you tip Heather?
0.
Well,
0.
Well, thank you. Well, the reason that I'm calling is because Frankie McDonald had 2 reasons to go over to Idaho. We're going to have some video footage as the weeks go on, but besides the massacre that took place with those firefighters,
sure,
Frankie, he came and he went to get for the A&W potatoes from That's true. He had to get some potatoes to bring back over to the City, Nova Scotia, Prince Street A&W because we just had a whole bunch of grandpa burgers. So I drove him over there, drove him right back to the A&W. We have some video footage of Frankie eating those French fries from those Idaho potatoes and that grandpa burger.
Well, I want to make sure before I show this footage, because again, more of the lizards that live underground, sometimes the screen share audio goes and you have to refresh. So I'm going to vanish for 1 minute while Chrissy talks to Frankie, and then we'll get that video right up. Thank you, Chrissy.
Oh, hi, Frankie.
I'm doing great so far. Compound Media closed their doors in June 2024.
Yes, a day we'll never forget. Juneteenth, 2024. Did you know Frankie Zia is going to be at the Content House? Don't you like Zia?
I'll be on StreamYard for Content House, just like the last time.
Now you didn't. I just made Frankie's day, by the way. I left him alone with Chrissie Mayr. You're welcome, Frankie.
Pull up
Now,
that
Frankie,
chat, Geno, where it says that me and Frank will cover the cost of gas and tolls to Jason and Heather to get Frankie there.
No, it's not true. And not true.
Yeah, let's have
And we'll
Jason
get you
and
a
Heather
T-shirt and
Let's have
everything.
Jason and Heather charged with kidnapping. Now, what are we about to look at with this grandpa burger thing? Thank you for holding Clarence Thomas.
Well, Frankie, you did send that video to everybody of you eating a grandpa burger, right? That is you.
And potatoes, they're from Canada.
Yes, Frankie. So this is it, right? You eating a grandpa burger, correct?
I ate a grandpa burger at First Street A&W last night. It's a Canadian beef.
Let's take a look.
Ooh.
Hey everybody, it's Frank down. Here's me with a grandpa burger. Here it is.
Frankie, it's made with real grandpas.
Oh my God, Frankie.
Frankie, it's 100% human meat, Frankie.
How dare you eat the grandpas?
Oh my God, look, he's going to town.
Wow. How many grandpas are in each burger?
Frankie, how many grandpas? Look at him laughing.
Hey everybody, it's Frank down. Here's me with a grandpa burger. Here it is.
3 hamburger patties and 1 bun.
Oh. He's really good. I was lucky enough to enjoy a grandpa burger with Frankie. Oh, I played it twice. Sorry about that. What's that?
Geno, the one last thing, and I don't want to keep, because you've got this very special guest with Chrissy there, and I don't want to take the attention away at all from that. But the one last thing I want to say is, Frankie, did you talk about how you were in a music video just recently?
Really?
Music video at all.
Exciting.
Is it what kind of music video is it? Just make sure I have the right one.
It's black and white. It's a little retro. If you remember, like the Shirelles and it's a little bit of that kind of vein, but with a little bit of a country tint to it. And Frankie, he's a good dancer.
We're looking at it right now. Should I hit play there, Clarence?
Oh, I think you should.
Here we go, Frankie. Is this you?
It's not me. Somebody photoshopped my face onto somebody else's body.
Let's see.
Found my Cuba while the world burns. Asshole trooper, for thee my starfish yearns. Found my Cuba while the world burns.
It's hard to make it out.
Asshole trooper,
Asshole
for
trooper.
thee my starfish yearns.
All right, whatever. All right, well, that's
Asshole trooper.
It was hard to make out the lyrics.
Damn it. All right, well, you guys have a good day. I will try to get to Content House and so will Nelson Peabody.
All right,
Oh,
well,
good.
you got to get there because Frankie's going to be at Content House, right,
He's gonna
Frankie?
be there.
Wait a minute. I'll be on StreamYard.
Later. He will be
He'll
on
be there
stream. Oh,
physically.
Frankie. I know, Frankie, but we would love to have you there. You know that, right?
Yeah, we would.
That means I'll be I'll be on StreamYard for the Content House just like last time.
By the way, oh, God, shout out to our boy Gabe Itches. Gabe Itches has a question, Frankie. You ready, Frankie? Gabe Itches would like to know. By the way, actually, hi, Chrissy and Geno. Will Joey Only be at the Content House? He will, right, Chrissy? Wink. Joey Only.
Who's Joey Only?
He lives over in British Columbia. He lives in the other side of Canada.
To quote Steve, he's a blowjob because every Thursday when we're doing the football show, fucking Frankie leaves our show to do his. He's going to be at the Content House. Chrissy booked Joey Only.
Of course. Joey Only will be there.
Joey Only, he lives in Wales, British Columbia, Canada. He used to host the Meteorological Weather Report every Thursday night. He lives over in Wales, British Columbia, southeast of Prince George.
Ooh, good to
Our
know.
EK legend is here, by the way. Frankie, EK's dentist loves you. His name is Flossin Witterpubes.
I love floss and winter pubes.
Sometimes he nails it. Sometimes he fucking nails it. I'm not gonna lie to you. There you go, Frankie. There you go. Frankie, you ever think of leaving Sydney, Nova Scotia? If you ever did, you'd have to come hang out with us, Frankie. Come on, buddy.
That means I'm guess what? I work at the Mayflower Mall first Friday in September as well.
Ooh. How is that? You like that gig?
What's that?
Friday, September 5th, I work at the Mayflower Mall 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Atlantic.
Ooh, okay. Do you get recognized a lot when you're working there?
People recognized me when I was working at the Mayflower Mall. And did you hear about this? Anthony Cumia is still doing the show.
He is.
Censored.
He is.
He is. He's still there.
Anthony Cumia is still there. What about Will You Kindly with Eric Nango, Brian Johnson? He stopped doing a podcast in May 2023.
Okay.
All right. Your story checks out, Frankie.
That checks out.
And do you remember Don Jameson? He stopped doing his podcast in late March 2024.
How is Don Jameson? I feel like I haven't seen him in forever.
I miss Don.
What's that?
I miss Don.
Yeah. Don's doing his thing, you know? Oh, well, there you go, Frankie. That's a nice 2-hour show. I don't want to keep this too long. Is the bean down?
The bean is not napping. He is with daddy right now.
Frankie, so 21 Guns. I haven't talked to them either in a while.
21 Guns did their last podcast in the end of June 2024.
Which is
21 Guns used to be Compound Media podcast on every Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Don and Morning did their final episode on Compound Media in early April 2024.
What day was the final wet spot?
The final wet spot was June 24th, 2024.
Okay, that checks out. That seems about right.
Story checks out. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
June 24th, 2024. That was the final episode of Wet Spot Forever. And guess what?
Forever.
It's on Compound Media and Archives.
It is. Maybe I should upload some old videos.
It belongs to the ages.
It belongs to Compound.
Yeah.
Frankie, did you know this? RFK Jr. says the CDC covered up an internal study which found an 1,135% increase in autism. Oh, risk.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing they're still allowed to get away with this shit. But yeah. Oh, I never
Maybe
finished.
eventually, yeah.
The one thing I was saying that I never finished, like when I was doing the sports sheet, and thank you for your patience, Chrissy, it's like I said all I had to do was cover it. There's so many sports. All I had to do was not talk about COVID. But when I was putting together the writing thing and I was looking at some of the stuff that was normalized, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you remember because, you know, it was sports, but it was the NBA was playing in a bubble. In a bubble.
Oh, wow.
In a bubble. And
they had all the cardboard fans, right? They had cardboard people.
Yeah, well, that was baseball. And they had
baseball, yeah.
And they also had like if a certain percentage of people were vaccinated. I remember that was one of the times I got a strike. If a certain percentage of your team was vaccinated, baseball, you got better flights, you got different privilege. It was a joke, like because it was spring training. I'm like, and the ones that don't reach a certain level will have to go to camp with a yellow armband. And they're like, you can't talk like that. I'm like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's not too far off.
Yeah, in hindsight, I'm glad I didn't shut my fucking mouth, but it's so annoying. Frank, do me a favor. Can Nelson Peabody's back? Can you tell my Italian friend Geno Side that you love him?
I love Side.
No, Geno Side.
I
would have
love Side.
He knows better. There you go. There you go. You gave it a shot. Yeah. So, I'm glad I didn't ignore it, and I didn't mean to backtrack, but that was the thing that drove me insane. It's like you.
That's I just sent you a video about the Kringle guy.
About the what?
And me and the Kringle guy got in a video at Sydney Boardwalk, and it's a newer one. A lot of edits of Kringle guy did a lot of editing. I just sent it to Compound Media group chat on Twitter.
Ooh.
Hold
All
on,
right.
Frankie. Let me see if I got it. Do-do. I got it, Frank. I got it, Frankie. Here you go. Here we go.
Without a song, jump right out of it. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-doo.
Wrong video.
My old God, what a
No, here it is, Frankie. Look, it's you hanging out.
plenty of sunshine.
Frankie!
Oh my gosh.
Frankie!
Wow, look how they spell Puerto Rican.
I know. Oh,
Jump right.
did you ever
Porto.
see?
Puerto
You ever see the
Rican.
thing when they said they're out of? It wasn't salt and vinegar, but something they spelled it so wrong.
What about the Kringle guy? I just sent you to X, and I just sent you.
Oh, Ski Mask. Rest
This
in
is
peace.
Frankie's homage to Ski Mask, Chrissy. Look,
Rest in peace. Oh.
here we go.
But this time,
Oh no.
Frankie!
Ooh.
All right, Frankie. Would you sent it to me on like now, Frankie? We've got 9 things, and then we got to let Chrissy go, and we got to wrap up, Frankie. Chrissy's unlike other people. Chrissy's a good parent.
Let's see one more thing about the Kringle guy. I just sent it to your group chat on Facebook and Twitter. A YouTube video, Kringle guy, and myself.
Okay, I think I've got it. Hold on. A Day in the Life of Frankie McDonald. That one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you? I'm sure you saw this, Chrissy. We showed it here before, but it's really great.
It's a new one.
What's that?
It's a new one. He did a lot of editing.
Oh, it's A Day in the Life. But you just, I think it's What's a Day in the Life of Frankie McDonald, right?
Yes.
All right. Did you see these, Chrissy? It's this
No.
isn't even good. This is really good.
Yes, it's really good.
All right. Frankie, this isn't. Is this any
really
good?
Yes, it's great.
Great.
Love this kid.
Let's
Hold
play
on.
it.
Sorry, Frank.
Frankie McDonald look like? What do you do for work, and
I work-
what do you do for fun?
I work at the Mayflower Mall maintenance department every Friday. It's 9 a.m. till 3 p.m.
And what do you do in your free time? What do you do for fun as Frankie McDonald?
I do my YouTube videos, go for walks, things like this.
And are you always at Dooley's or any of the specific bars here in
Yes.
Syndicate Breton?
I was at Capri Club, Dooley, Steel City, Daniels, the Old Triangle,
Great.
Black Diamond.
What does a day in the life of Frankie McDonald look like? What do you do for work, and what do you do for fun?
I work at
Okay.
the Mayflower Mall maintenance department
It's
every
looping.
Friday. It's 9 a.m. till 3 p.m.
And what do you do?
Is this the same one, Frankie? Oh yeah, this is just on Instagram.
It's
All right.
edited. It's the same
That's
guy.
Frankie, you got to
Frankie.
make sure you drink a lot of water in summer, okay? Not just soda. You got to drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, Frankie, you got to hydrate. All right. Well, thanks for coming by. We're going to wrap it up. Frankie, thanks for coming
fun.
by. Frankie, thanks for coming by. Chrissy and Frankie, thanks for coming to support. I got to stop. Jesus Christ. Are you going to come see this show, Frankie?
He's going to be there in the front row because he'll physically be there at the content house.
Right, Frankie? Look at that.
I'll be on StreamYard.
I'm going to put this link in the chat because people, honest to God, that they're all on that Eventbrite page. Am I right? So once they go to that page,
Oh, yeah. They'll be, you can get tickets to see Landau. You can get tickets
they're
for
all-
the Compound Reunion Show. You can get tickets for Who Are These Podcasts.
look at
And
that.
of course, go to villaroma.com to get your room. Click on the group thing and then put my name, Chrissie Mayr, as the discount code. Boop.
Right there.
That's
right
our
on the
room
page
block.
too, right?
There we go. There it is.
Oh, all right. And by the way, we'll definitely, Frankie, did you like, by the way, and did you like the picture I sent you, Frankie? You like that picture?
Great. That means it's a compound.
Where are you? Frankie, say hi to Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
Hi,
I'm doing
Anthony.
great so far.
Miss
Anthony,
you.
you're back.
Buddy?
I just did a video of myself, did a shuttle to Anthony.
Ooh, yep. Anthony will be there, of course.
Anthony's there. What was I going to say? Hopefully his flight, it's a terrible thing to say. Hopefully his flight's canceled. He'll drink.
What? What an insane thing to say.
You got here late because you were driving
I was
around in a convertible with the top down, neglecting your 5 kids. Oh no, you were raising your son. God forgive me. Thank you, Sydney Shaw. Well, you missed it while you were parenting. But he's stuck at LaGuardia.
Who's stuck at LaGuardia? Oh,
and I told him.
He's stuck at LaGuardia?
What's that?
Anthony's stuck at LaGuardia. Oh man, is he trying to go back home or is he trying to come to New York?
Watch this, Anthony. Where are you stuck? This is
right,
stupid.
he's probably trying to go home. Duh, it's Monday. Okay.
This is how dumb I am. LaGuardia is probably closer to me than Sullivan's.
Wow. Yeah.
Only I'd have to take a bus. I don't like buses. I'm not driving to LaGuardia and getting drunk with Anthony.
When's the next flight? What flight is he going to take?
I know what he flies. I guarantee I know right where he is. Fucking all I would have to do is go to that terminal and look for the flight to fucking South Carolina. Jesus Christ. Now I'm threatening him. Frankie's still dancing us off. All right, look, that is in hot water for the last day of Pride Month. Thank God. Jesus Christ. Frankie, thanks for coming in. It's so good to hang out with you and Chrissy. Chrissy, thank you so much. Kiss all the Frankie boys in the house, especially my agent. And yeah, that's it. Dance us off, Frankie.